morning for a very rainy Oslo. I'll show you in a minute. We've just had our breakfast at the hotel. How nice was that breakfast?
Beautiful.
I thought I would just insert the clip from breakfast. These are all the hot options. So there was pancakes, porridge, then all of your cooked breakfast items. I decided to have a cooked breakfast on this morning, which you'll see. I will show all the other breakfast items in a vlog all about the Radisson Blu Scandinavia Oslo. So stay tuned for that vlog, which will be coming after all of our Oslo vlogs. So if you didn't see my travel day video, I'm here in Oslo with my mum. We're here Friday to Monday, so it's now Saturday. And the only thing we have booked today is we're going to the Cook sauna at, I think 5:30 I booked it for. So we're just going to have a wander around the city. It currently is raining though, but we've got umbrellas, we've got ponchos, we're prepared. So I'll show you the view out of our hotel room because it was quite a lot darker last night when we arrived, but we're staying at the Radisson Blu. I'll just turn this round. So it doesn't look like it's raining on camera, but it is raining ever so slightly. It was heavier this morning when we got up. So we're at the Radisson Blu Scandinavia Oslo, and this hotel is honestly so lovely. So come along on our little day in Oslo. So it's so wet, we've had to crack our ponchos out. But we're walking through this lovely park and we're hoping to go. We seen a tea shop last night when we were heading to Ingebrigt Cafe that we're hoping to go to. It doesn't open till 10, but it's about a 20-minute walk anyway, so we should get there about 2:45, 10:02, and hopefully it should open soon. But it's very rainy, so we did come prepared, which is good, but this park would be so nice in the sun. It's lovely. We were just saying it is still nice in the rain. The flowers are lovely in here. So we're now on the main sort of strip, Karl Johans Gate, and although it's rainy, it looks really nice. Lots of flowers everywhere, it's so lovely. This is our university building, it says on Google Maps anyway. Absolutely beautiful. Imagine going to uni there. How nice is that? Lots of these scooters everywhere too. I'm a bit too nervous to go on one of them though. I know. Someone's left an umbrella. You can also do hop on hop off buses here, but how much did you reckon you said it?
I think it was £32,
Pounds.
which I think is quite dear.
Yeah, for the day, but we're not entirely sure. We've not obviously asked, but you can do that.
And get on your Get Your Guide.
Yeah, get your guide. Obviously the roof is closed today. No open top bus. I like the artwork on that though, that's a really nice one. I don't even think this video is doing it justice. It's so beautiful. Look at the statues. It's like they're about to go into the water. So nice.
These gardens are stunning.
I know. So we actually came across this tea shop last night on our way to Ingebrigt Cafe, which is in my travel day vlog, so go and check that out if you've not already. But we decided to go and get a little green tea. We absolutely love green tea. So my mum went for the summer blend one and I went for the pina colada green tea. It was honestly amazing. The only thing is they only do loose leaf tea, whereas I prefer bag tea. But there's such good items for gifts and the shop was so lovely too. If you're looking for a nice place to relax and chill while you're in Oslo, I would highly recommend visiting this beautiful little tea shop. It was then time for us to head up towards Akershus Fortress. This was one of our little bucket list items that we had for our Oslo must-dos, so we were really excited to visit. So we've just came to the fortress, Akershus Fortress, and we have just been in the visitor centre, so I'll insert the clips from that now, but that was amazing.
Good morrow to you, dear visitor. 'Tis an honour to receive you in my humble abode. I dare say you must be curious about our way of life here. Pray, do not hesitate to pose any questions you may have. and I shall be more than delighted to enlighten you.
What was your sanitary conditions?
Dear visitor, I do hope you are referring to the cleanliness of our home in person. As a respectable member of society, I take great pride in maintaining the utmost hygiene and cleanliness in all matters.
This is my time to shine.
So inside that little museum sort of exhibition that they had inside the visitor centre, they had these moving portraits like you would have seen in the clips that I've just inserted before, and you could ask them questions. How cool was
I know,
that?
it was brilliant.
I've never seen anything like that before. We were told to shut up and listen to the king, so we're just heading up to the fortress now, so hopefully this has been so nice so far, so hopefully it's good in here. Welcome to Akershus Fortress, Oslo's medieval castle with over 700 years of history. Built in the 1290s, it's seen kings, battles and even served as a prison. We paid 300 Norwegian krona to explore inside the castle, which was totally worth it for the historic rooms, royal crypts and stunning views over the Oslofjord, which you will see in a minute in this video. There's also a resistance museum which you can pay extra to go into as well, but the fortress grounds are actually free to walk around. So we've just paid to get in. It was 300 Norwegian krona to get in for the two of us. And we're going to explore. Wow, look at this. This is like stepping back into a time capsule. The rooms are all so beautifully preserved. The grand banquet halls, the royal chambers, the narrow stone corridors that just echo with history. One of the highlights here is a royal mausoleum deep in the crypt. It's the final resting place of a few of the Norwegian monarchs, surrounded by solemn stone and centuries of legacy. Every corner in this fortress tells a story, dramatic, royal and so real. Inside the castle we found Akershus Castle Church, a quiet, sacred space still used now for royal ceremonies. It's richly decorated with a stunning Baroque altar, elegant chandeliers and the royal coat of arms above the pulpit. The atmosphere in here is so peaceful, but also so heavy with history. This is where some of the monarchs used to worship and where some actually lie buried right beneath your feet. It's a powerful reminder of Norway's royal and spiritual heritage. The crown which you've just seen in that clip was on the east wall of the room that we were in, and during the construction of this room in 1937, Prince Harald, who is now King Harald, was born. This was a grand event as Harald was the first Norwegian prince to be born in Norway since the 1300s. The prince was born on a Sunday, and when the carpenters came back to work on Monday, they decided to celebrate the birth of the new prince by building a crown out of bricks. How nice is that? So this dining room was actually part of a fire, and it was built by peasants, but the peasants actually were struck with a plague, and it is said that the peasants who died here still haunt this room. Spooky. This is absolutely beautiful though. Oh, I don't know. They're absolutely beautiful though.
Look at the colours. I mean, imagine these years ago, the vibrancy in them.
Oh, wow. It was now the end of our tour of the castle, and we ended up in the gift shop. So we started and finished there. There was lots of nice things in here. We didn't actually buy anything, but it is such a good little gift shop if you're looking for some souvenirs about Norway and from the castle itself too. So it's absolutely freezing. It was so cosy. So we've just been inside Akershus Castle, and how good was that? We paid 300 krona to get in for the two of us, and I would say that's well worth it.
Definitely.
That was honestly incredible. I think my favourite room was the one with the stained glass window. They've done so much reconstruction work on that and it's incredible. What I will say is it's not accessible currently. There is a lift in there, but it was broken, and the cobbled streets, I mean, we're used to walking on cobbles in Edinburgh anyway, but if you are a little bit nervous on your footing, it's not ideal here. I'll show you the cobbles, but they're very cobbly. And it's very hilly as well, so if you're a wee bit unfit, it's probably not ideal, but well worth it to push through and go up and see the castle. So we've just got off the tram. We're hoping to go to Soul Cakes. We've seen this on Instagram and my mum's been dying to go here. And then we're hoping to go to Tim Wendelboe. So I've seen it all online. Apparently the coffee's amazing. So we're going to stop at Soul Cakes, hopefully get a cake, and then go to Tim Wendelboe and get some coffee. Yum yum. We were just saying though, there's literally, all the areas are literally stunning. Look at that flower shop over there. Wow. It's so nice up here. I can see the sign for the cake shop. We've made it to Soul Cake. I wonder what we're going to have.
I'm going to have...
There's loads.
I think salted caramel for me. This one. There's a
There's the
carrot cake.
signature. These look incredible.
The big reveal.
My goodness, that looks so nice.
Oh. It actually tastes like my mum's chocolate cake. And my cream cheese icing with
So
a
nice.
toffee filling.
Soul Cake began as the brainchild of two home bakers who met on Instagram and combined forces. When lockdown hit, they turned to making cupcakes, soon selling out daily and causing queues around the block. We got chatting to the lovely Christian who works in the Soul Cake that we went to, and he very kindly gifted us 2 more cupcakes, which you'll see us eating at the end of this vlog. So thank you so much. The cakes were honestly incredible, and this is a spot not to be missed if you are going to Oslo. Next stop on our trip was Tim Wendelboe. If you're a coffee lover and you're visiting Oslo, this is a place that you do not want to miss. It's not just a cafe, it's a coffee lab, a roastery and a shrine to precision brewing. We tried their coffee tasting flight, which walks you through 2 different single origin brews. Each one is served with its own unique flavour notes. There's like a floral and a rich and chocolatey. They guide you through the process, explaining how variety, altitude and roast all plays a role. We also had their cold filter coffee, which was served in a martini glass, and honestly, it was incredible. Oh my goodness. So we've just been to Tim Wendelboe's. It was so nice. So busy though, and there's not a lot of seats, but we did manage to get a seat, and we done the coffee tasting. So we got 2 coffees each to try. And we also got the cold coffee that came in the martini glass. It was so nice. You thought it was quite sweet. No, you didn't think it was sweet.
No.
Whereas I thought it was sweet. It was lovely anyway. We were sitting chatting to these 2 lovely Canadian women. We were in there for quite a while actually. Yeah. But now we're just going to try and find the famous hot dog stand because we need a little bit of lunch. Tucked in amongst the buzz of Oslo streets is Kiosken, a tiny kiosk frozen in time. No frills, no trends, just a Norwegian classic, a juicy hot dog wrapped in a soft lompe and topped with a scoop of creamy potato salad. Oh my goodness, this was honestly incredible. It's warm, it's salty, it's tangy, and it's comfort in its purest form.
Fresh, it's smoky, it's light.
It's so nice. So we've just stopped off at the hot dog kiosk. We're just sharing one between us, and this one comes with potato salad and it was
Red onion.
pickled red onion. So I'll show you that in a little minute, but oh my goodness, it's lovely.
Wrapped in a potato scone.
And the bun.
Wiener dog.
We just came into a second-hand shop and my mum's found a dressing gown that she had when she was younger, the exact same.
That is my goonie.
A goonie is dressing gown in Scotland, by the way.
That's a meltable goonie. You do not stand in front of a fire with that, you got in flames.
So we're just walking towards the sauna. We've booked one called Cook. We're just in a second-hand shop. I got a little hat thing, which I think will be good because you'll probably hear the wind in this. But we're right in front of the Oslo Opera House. You can see people walking up there now. Here's my little hat. I think it worked out about £12. So, very cute. The Oslo Opera House isn't just for performances, you can actually walk up its sloping roof for some of the best views in the city. The design blends right into the waterfront, almost like it's rising out of the fjord. From the top, you get great views of the Oslo skyline, the harbour and the surrounding hills. It's a peaceful open space that really captures the feeling of the city, modern, calm and connected to nature. What I will say though is very, very windy up there. Well, I've royally messed up because I thought the sauna was booked for tonight. We've went to the sauna, we've rushed our drinks as well because I thought we were booked for 5:30 and it's tomorrow. I've never done this before, I've never made a mistake like this. So I'm feeling really annoyed with myself. But we're going to try and go to the sculpture park while it's dry, but it's freezing. The next stop on our trip was Vigeland Sculpture Park, so we decided to jump on the tram straight there. Vigeland Sculpture Park is one of those places that's hard to describe until you're actually there. It's the world's largest sculpture park created by one single artist, Gustav Vigeland, and it's right in the middle of Oslo. Over 200 bronze and granite sculptures, each one capturing raw, human emotion. No plaques, no explanations, just figures in motion, in connection and in conflict. It's all open to interpretation, which makes walking through the park feel so personal. The centrepiece of the park is a monolith, a massive column of intertwined bodies carved from a single block of stone. It's intense and honestly really beautiful. Whether you're into art or just want a peaceful walk, this place is really unforgettable. It's more than just a tourist spot, it's a complete experience. This is definitely not to be missed if you are visiting Oslo. It's so worth going here. And if it was a beautiful day, if the sun was shining, it would be so nice to sit in the grass and take a picnic and just take it all in. This is definitely not to be missed. So we've just came to this restaurant, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's basically all sort of pork-based food items. They do a 3-course chef's tasting menu which works out about £40, it's 579 Norwegian krona. And we're not overly hungry, so we asked if we could share one 3-course between the two of us, so that's what we're going to do. So it's smoked whale as our starter, pork knuckle, and then dessert of the day, so we're really excited to try it, aren't we?
Definitely.
And we're under a heater as well, so it's lovely because it's been freezing today. So this is a smoked whale, and he said that you have it with the flatbread and you basically just put a little bit of everything. It was a cranberry sauce with the smoked whale and rocket. That looks lovely.
That's warm.
God, this is our pork knuckle. It comes with mashed potatoes, gravy. What did he say that was?
Mustard sauce.
Mustard gravy sauce. Roasted vegetables.
Crackling. Look at that. Anyone got food envy? Because I would have. Oh, let's try the meat. Oh, that's falling off the bone.
What's your thoughts on the pork, Mum?
I think, oh man, it's outstanding. It's succulent meat with beautiful, crispy, crackling, the mashed potato and the mustard sauce and the roasted vegetables just complement each other. This is just an amazing find.
So nice. So it was a chocolate and espresso mousse with biscuits and bacon. We've got no idea what to expect with this at all.
It's nice with the bacon.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid the bacon, but
No, you have to try it with bacon. You can really taste the coffee. It's sweet bacon, I think. It's like maple bacon.
maple cured.
Yeah. And we are going to actually have a sauna tonight, but not where we planned to have one because I messed up. But we're going to go down into the hotel. So this hotel is actually so nice. We've really lucked out because obviously if you've watched my other vlog, you would have known that we were not meant to be in this one. The Radisson Red, which I booked, was under renovation, so they switched us to here. But I'm happy because it's got a pool. So we're going to have our gin and then go down. We just literally had a look to see what it was like down there, to see if we could get towels because we weren't sure whether we had to take our own towels. And there's towels down there, but the pool's so busy just now, so we're hoping that...
And I've still got my swimming costume on this morning.
So what happened was, after the vintage shop, there was a hotel, so we nipped in to go to the toilet, and I said to my mum, let's just get changed into our swimming costumes because we're about to go to the sauna, which we're still in our costumes because we were meant to potentially go into the sauna, but obviously I messed up the date. So we're going to the sauna tomorrow after we go to the Norsk Folk Museum, but we're still in our swimming costume, so we're literally just going to go downstairs. But there's towels, and we're hoping that the people that are in the pool just now are going to go out for their dinner, and hopefully it gets quiet down there.
We've got the fire pit tomorrow night.
Yeah, we've booked the fire pit at Salt. So when I was looking at saunas, I wasn't sure at Salt whether you could actually go into the fjord or not, which we've seen them go in today, but it's different from the Cook sauna that we've booked for tomorrow, where you're actually on like a floating barge and you go in privately. Whereas at Salt, I think it's kind of like more open. Like a lot of the people that are eating can see you going in.
And it looks Baltic.
It does, the fjord looks
I'm
really
going in.
cold. I'm going to go in as well. You have to if you're... Like we've paid.
Wait till you see my swimming hat tomorrow.
Oh, she's got such a good swimming hat. So stay tuned for that vlog. But anyway, we're going to go and have it. Well, we're going to have our gin first and then go for a swim.
Cheers, people.
Cheers. We're just in the hotel pool. We've just been for a sauna in here. We're just having a swim. It's so nice, isn't it? Beautiful. It's lovely, isn't it? It's quite warm too. So I forgot to finish the video last night, but we just came back, went for a swim, and we chilled out in our room, watched a bit of TV. It is now the next day. We're just having cupcakes from Soul Cake for breakfast. How good are these? And a little gin. We have actually had our actual breakfast downstairs, and the breakfast here is amazing. It's so nice. But we didn't realise that the ferry doesn't start till like 10 to 10 to get us over to the Norsk Folk Museum, which we're doing today. So stay tuned for that vlog coming soon. But Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you in the next video.